All right, good afternoon. I'm Executive Assistant Chief Larry Satterwhite over Patrol Operations. With me today is Commander Steve Spears over our Homicide Division, Assistant Chief Yasser Bashir over Patrol Region 3, and Commander Reese Hardy over the West Side Division. We are out here at 202 Forum Park on an officer-involved shooting. I will say at the very beginning, we are very thankful. Our officer was injured, but not seriously. Information is preliminary, but I'll tell you what we know. At 12:44 p.m. today, we received a call of a suspicious person with a weapon, and the apartment given was 297. It was not clear at that time if that was the person calling or that was the person that was being called upon because it was an anonymous caller. Officers were dispatched at 12:45 p.m. and arrived within 5 minutes. No one met them outside, and as they looked around and asked for a callback, officers received another call from dispatch that stated that somebody had been firing a gun, shots fired out here. Officers, in the absence of any other information, approached apartment 297 to figure out if that was the person that was calling. As they were approaching this apartment, which is in a narrow spot inside the apartment complex, a large dog from outside approached our officer, started barking. This was just as the officer was about to knock on the door. Right after the barking, the door opened, a suspect appeared in the doorway with a handgun, and it appears fired one time at the officer. The officer returned firing several times as he moved to a position of cover. Officers began giving voice commands, and within a minute, the suspect came out of the apartment, dropped the gun, and surrendered. Our officer was slightly injured in the right forearm from that shot, it appears to be. But thankfully, like I said, he had shrapnel in his arm that our other officers were able to remove. He is still on the scene, and he appears to be okay, otherwise, but seriously shaken up. We're very thankful for that. He is okay. Our suspect was not hit. He is a male in his 30s to 40s. Running a call history on this location and on our suspect, it appears that he has been handled 3 times by police. At least one of them appears to be a mental illness, some type of call that he was in crisis. But right now he is in custody again, and he is not injured. The entities that will be investigating this will be our Homicide Special Investigations Unit. The District Attorney's Office will do a parallel separate investigation. Our Houston Forensic Science Center will be here to process the scene. A firearm was recovered, and we are still processing again. No one else is injured that we are aware of at this time. We've already checked the apartment and around, and no one else has came forward to claim any injury, and we'll just continue to ask for anybody that might know some more that can give us more information on this call. Our officer is a 15-year officer. He will be placed on administrative duties, which is according to policy, and his body-worn camera will be released within 30 days, which is our policy. And with that, I will take questions.
Was anyone else in the home at the time of the shooting, and who are the occupants of the home?
Right now, we only have knowledge of the suspect that was in and came out that fired. We did check the apartment a couple of times. No one else was in the home, and no one else has come forward.
From what you've seen of this man's history, was there anything that said he shouldn't have had a legal gun?
We're still working through that. That's for more information. We'll have to do the investigation, and maybe all of that will come out. At this point, we're just thankful because our officer was just trying to figure out what was going on, and the door opened, and it appears the suspect just started firing.
It doesn't sound like the 911 caller. It sounds like he could have given more information. Is there anything you want to say about people calling this type of situation?
That's a great question, and thank you for that. We always need as much information as the public has and can share for us. We want to prepare our officers. They're already going into a dangerous situation every day with these types of calls. The more information we have, the better prepared we can be, and hopefully save not just our officers' lives, but the lives of the public that we are encountering every day.
To be clear, the officer wasn't hit by a bullet or even grazed by a bullet?
It appears that he was hit, grazed by a bullet. That's what it appears at this time. Obviously, more information will come, but there was metal removed from his arm. his right forearm.
Did the dog attack the officer?
There was no attack. It just approached barking.
Is that this dog that we can see through the fence?
Let me.
Big ground?
Yes, if it's a dog with some type of wrap on its torso, sweater. Yes, but it is very likely. We're still trying to figure this out, but it's very likely that dog belongs to the suspect.
Do we know why the man was shooting in the first place? Was anything said? Was anything?
Again, that's our appeal to the public for more information. Right now, we don't know why he was shooting. Could he have been in crisis? We don't know any of those things. That's for the investigation. But if anybody knows anything, they can call 713 884-3131, our non-emergency number, and provide that information. We'll take the tips line too. We'll take information any way we can get it.
Did the other calls of service involve a gun or a weapon of some sort that this person
I don't have that information at this time. We can get that and share that later.
And was it just the one responding officer, or was the other?
There was 3 officers that responded. Again, they were here within 5 minutes, but it was our one officer that was closest to the door, and he was right up there in that little walkway right there by the door.
Any message about this could have been a lot worse, a very different type of situation, especially with so many neighbors and children in this area and your officer.
We all every day we're asking the public's help in every way possible. Be mindful of their own safety. Be mindful of their neighbor's safety. Report suspicious activity. In this particular case, right now what we have is an anonymous caller that did, and we're thankful for that. But we'll take more information. Even if you don't want to give your name, please tell us all you know about the incident, a description of people that might be doing this. Prepare us as best as possible and give us the best chance to deal with this the right way.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you all.